What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So today I really wanted to cover a very interesting subject that has been kind of bugging me for a little while. The fact that the same card can go from doing absolutely nothing to just being insanely oppressive without even giving it any more main deck cards, basically just by giving it extra deck cards. So I guess the evolution and the power creep of the extra deck cards and how they're really getting out of control in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, you already know it. Before this video starts, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram, and now let's jump right into it. So I don't know if you guys remember, but before 2016, Swap Frog wasn't like the best card. It wouldn't do like that much. Obviously, it would be like an Armageddon Knight, and then you could bounce it back. Obviously, the card still does that. I hope so. But it wasn't doing any more than that, even in the long run. Whereas, you know, in 2016, when we got, I believe, Invasion of Vengeance, the card kind of threatened like an immediate Toad on turn 2 if you were able to do the same thing twice in a row. And if you had any water discard, you could go for Toad right away. So Swap Frog randomly became extremely dangerous in only one set. So one single extra deck card transformed Swap Frog to a tier 1 card. Paleozoic became a tier 1 deck thanks to the Frog engine. And of course, now in 2022, we are kind of living something very similar where Swap Frog is going to be extremely oppressive. But we've gone to the point where you no longer really have to wait or rely on any other cards, because Swap Frog on its own can be a 1-card OTK as well as Toad. So I will show you guys the combo and try to explain this the best that I can. So Swap Frog, of course, you'll be normal summoning it and send your Ronin Toadin, make the Salamangreat Almirage, because that is how you can revive back the Ronin Toadin from the graveyard. And now you have a level 2 monster with basically anything else, so you can make the new Splight monster, which is insanity. I think I underestimated this card a little too much. It is, again, an Armageddon Knight for a level 2 monster from your deck. And you can Foolish for a card that is a little too unfair. Nimble Angler. If this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you can special summon up to 2 level 3 or lower Nimble monsters from your deck, except itself. So you're going to be summoning your 2 beavers. And now you can make Gigantic Splight using your Link monster, and you're not going to be detaching it, because as long as it has a Link monster, its attack is doubled. So, yep, doubled. So 3200 attack. And you're going to be summoning the Swap Frog from your deck and use its effect. Send another Swap Frog, and now make the Cat Shark. Double the attack of Gigantic Splight and revive back the Ronin Toadin. Make the Splight Elf, and then revive back the Swap Frog. This time you're going to be sending the final card, which is Dupe Frog, and banish it to revive back the Ronin Toadin, make your Toad, and just like that, yes, you have like 10k damage. This is freaking insanity. I can't believe a single Swap Frog does all of that. It's ridiculous. Like, back in the days, you couldn't even imagine Paleozoic or frogs or whatever getting Nibiru'd. Like, that was, like, inconceivable, whatever. Now, it almost could happen. It's actually insane how the exact same cards with nothing else in your main deck, quite literally, because those are cards that you would be playing even without Swap Frog anyways. The Nimble cards, you know, and you don't even have to draw them. They just have to be somewhere in your deck. You can achieve all of that, and you don't have to wait a single turn to summon that Toad. You have it right on turn 1, and that is assuming that you're going second to try to OTK, because if you're going first, you can make more interruptions than that, and I will be covering this right now. Combo numero dos, assuming that you are going first. So Swap Frog, again, that's all you freaking need, man. Gonna be sending your Ronin Toadin, and then obviously the very start of the combo, always gonna be the same thing. That's, I'm gonna say, the best way to do it. Before Splight Sprint, you would be going for Splight Elf and then, you know, revive back something and then make the Gigantic Splight, but obviously that was a little worse. So now obviously we get to do a little more than that, and we're gonna keep it on the field. We're going to not summon Swap Frog, but summon Splight Blue instead. And now, you know, go for the Splight Jet, which is going to be searching for the Splight starter, make the IP Masquerina. And that's gonna be a lot of interruptions on your opponent's turn, not gonna freaking lie. So we have a lot here. We have a bounce with the Splight Sprint by detaching the material of Gigantic Splight. And now we can make Appaloosa using whatever, 3-4 materials. In theory, one thing that we could have done, we could have actually summoned the Splight Red first and then negate and destroy something our opponent controlled. And then we would go for Appaloosa for 3. So assuming that we have done this kind of sequencing, we would have had the bounce off of Splight Sprint, of course. Then we would have had our Negate and Destroy from either a Splight Red or a Splight Carrot. So negate a monster effect or a spell or trap card, depending on which monster you summoned. Then the Gigantic Splight will no longer be there, but we will be able to do an Appaloosa for 3 using the leftover Splight monster as well as the Masquerina as well as the Link 2 Splight monster. And that would be leading to a 3 material Appaloosa, which would be 5 interruptions in total. Holy shit, man. This is ridiculous, man. A single Swap Frog can make 5 interruptions. Are you kidding me? All it really takes, literally all it freaking takes is just to give, you know, the exact same card more resources in the extra deck. And I feel like any card almost has the potential to be absolutely insane. And that's the reason why a lot of people always say, oh yeah, just give that deck a Link 1 monster if it needs to be good, if it needs to be broken. If all you really need is 1 monster from the archetype, you normal summon it, even if it's not a starter. You turn it into something that is a starter, and then your deck actually does something out of nowhere. So anyways, that's all I really had to talk about for this video. Let me know your thoughts about the evolution of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the evolution of extra deck cards and the power creep and everything in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.